So hello, could you tell us who you are?
So my name is Umar. I'm the product manager for Valmont. I take care of Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And we are at the Sharjah Wheat Farm.
Awesome. Yeah, we just took a quick tour of it. Could you tell us a bit more about what we're looking at here? What is the Sharjah Wheat Farm and what are you trying to achieve?
Yeah. So obviously with the COVID-19 pandemic and the supply chain disruptions, obviously the countries in the Middle East, which are big importers of crops, they figured out that they need to figure something out about their food security. And what they've done is they've started the first wheat farm in the UAE. And as you can see, this is a 400-hectare farm with valley pivots installed. And what we're doing is we're growing wheat in the desert, which is basically never done before in the UAE at least. So yeah, that's basically so we have technology over here. Obviously our equipment is powered by technology. We're monitoring the soil moisture levels constantly, and right now they've already harvested. They're actually expanding for the next season, which is next month in November. And yeah, that's basically the Sharjah Wheat Farm.
What are some of the main challenges with this project and growing wheat in the desert, and how have you overcome them?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, water availability is the biggest challenge in the region in general, not just UAE. What we've done is obviously they're using a lot of desalinated water, but we're using the technology to kind of manage the water. Even though water availability over here is not that big of an issue, but it's still pretty expensive water. So we try to minimize the use of water. Obviously, the Sharjah government, they're using 30 different seed varieties, trying out, what works best, what works with the least amount of water. So that's the idea, that's how we're overcoming the water challenges over here. Obviously, it's pretty hot, so a lot of water needs to be applied, but, we're trying to find the optimum point for that.
Yeah, we can definitely feel it's hot here even in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's not even the highest part of the hottest time of the year.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the results? Because, we're looking here over the wheat farm. We can see some of the wheat left over. But what were the results of the first year of this commercial trial?
Yeah, so the first phase of the project, so actually the Sharjah government approached us back in August last year, and we managed to do this project in 3 months' time, actually 2.5 months, which is honestly incredible achievement. But obviously, with the support of the Sharjah government, we were able to do that. And we're locally available here in the UAE, so obviously that helps as well. So the wheat.
What was it about? It was about 1,700 tons that were harvested here in March.
So that's the first phase of the project, 400 hectares of field, and they harvested about 1,700 tons. But again, this is the first season. So the numbers, in my opinion, are a bit low, but they're pretty impressive.
That's the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
never
impressive.
been done before.
Never been done before, yeah. So we're gonna...
Okay, so the iPhone overheated, which is a sign of the scorching temperatures here and how difficult this is. So we're going to finish this interview in the car. So we were talking about the results. It was like in March, about 1,700 tons, 400 hectares of production here. But this is just the beginning. What's the expansion plans?
Yeah, so their expansion plan is by 2025, they want to move up to 1,900 hectares. So that's not even triple, that's almost 4 times what the size is right now.
Wow.
So currently the expansion is going on. The wheat planting season starts in November. So everything's like fast tracked. We're putting pivots in, they're expanding the pump station to put in more water, obviously. So yeah, by 2025, 1,900 hectares.
1,900 hectares. So 4 times, and if that yield is low, we're starting to make a fraction of the impact on the imports of wheat to the UAE and improving food security. Tell us more about Valmont. It's like global reach and especially other projects in these kinds of harsh climates. How does this compare to other projects? But first, tell us a little bit more about Valmont globally.
Yeah, so Valmont has been in the ag industry. They started as a center pivot manufacturer back in the back in the 40s. So it's been 75 years we've been doing this. More than 75 years now. It's 77 years, but basically, and we've been present in the UAE since 2001. Not a lot of people know this, but so we're now, with the food security issues going on in the GCC, in the Middle East, in general, all over the world. So now this has picked up, the center pivot technology in this region. It's proven, it's tried, it's tested, so everyone wants to adopt it. And we're doing a lot of large projects for governments. We did one of the largest agricultural projects in the world in Egypt a couple of years back. It's still ongoing, they're expanding. We did 3,000 pivots, 50 hectares each. So
wow.
I can't do the multiplication
That's
in my
scale
head.
right there.
Yeah. So they're still expanding. There's a lot of agricultural stuff going on in Egypt, in Sudan, all these regions, and obviously the countries like Qatar, UAE, Saudi. They're doing a lot of food security projects, outsourcing it to other regions like West Africa. So yeah, lots going on over here in GCC and the Middle East in general.
So finally, what do you love about working at Valmont?
It's been amazing. Honestly, I've been with Valmont for 3 years. I've been doing this for 3 years. I was in sales. Now I'm a product manager. So I've seen both sides. The sales side of it, the technical side of it, and it's been amazing. Honestly, it's been a roller coaster of an experience. I joined right in the middle of the biggest agricultural project in the world. So I learned a lot in these past couple of years, and yeah, it's just, the culture is amazing, the people are amazing. It's just like every day is just learning something new.
Well, thank you so much for your time and showing us around the UAE's largest and first, really, wheat farm.
Yeah.
It's being done with these center pivot irrigation systems. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, no problem.